How's it going? Welcome to Integrity Wood. My name is Mike. If you're new to the channel, this is my first year in the firewood business. I also started a YouTube channel to kind of document my journey as I go. In today's video, we're going to tackle that. I'm going to get some splitting done today. Busted up a bunch of big rounds in my last video. If you want to check that out, we took this splitter, we lifted it up vertical, and busted up all those big rounds into manageable chunks, and now I'm ready to split. So we're gonna get our split on today. Gonna do things a little bit different though than what I've done in the past. Here, let me explain. Let me show you what I got going on. All right, so my normal process, I'm pretty much set up for it. I will split and stack because I can just get a lot more, and I stack into the cart here, and then I stack into the wheelbarrow. Then I stop, go and take that over to the rows of firewood, and then I stack wood, and then I come back and I just wash, rinse, repeat. I do that process. Well, we got some weather coming in. Things are getting overcast, and I'd like to knock as much of this out as I possibly can. So my plan today is to try something a little bit different. I'm gonna split, and when I get finished splits, they're just going right there on the ground. And then I'm just gonna work my way down the pile. How much of this I'll get done, I don't know, but I'm hoping to get a lot more ground covered on the splitting side of things, and I'll just have a pile of wood that just follows me, and I'll split by species. Most everything I'm doing today is maple. There is some other wood mixed in there. There's ash down at this end, but should split pretty good for me. It's not too stringy, although that piece looks like hell, but typically it's pretty smooth sailing on the splitting side. So I'm hoping to cover some ground. So that's what we got going on. We're going to try to make as big a dent in that stack as we possibly can. there's the wood pile there. We knocked down most of that. We're gonna try to keep on going. We ran out of gas is what happened. So that was a tank of gas worth of wood. Took me about 45 minutes.
Say he
The old Husky getting her done today. Lots and lots of bark. I mean, added that. There's bark here. There's bark everywhere. Which is nice because it's peeling off the firewood. But yeah, that's a pretty good pile of firewood. I've got about 2 hours and 15 minutes or so in splitting. That is by far the most I've split in 2 hours and 15 minutes. Here, I'll show you what we got done here. Didn't get over to this end. Still have daylight. I'm just out of steam. Just kind of bored with it, really. Some more bark. That was that little bit of mulberry I had. Didn't get into the honey locust. Some ash. Mix of ash and maple. That's probably, doing it this way, that's probably a solid hour and 15 minutes worth. But yeah, this elm, I thought it was a giant maple log, but it didn't have any bark on it. But no, it is elm, and it sucks. And no wonder I couldn't get it apart when I was trying to do it with the, this was the half of the very first piece I started with. I'm not sure if I included it in the video or not. It just was miserable to split. That's a big old pile of wood right there. Mostly maple, some elm mixed in there, and pretty much just maple and elm. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Mostly maple. So big old pile, which is awesome. Did it quick. The only downside is now I gotta stack it. Didn't think of that. The stacking of the wood ain't happening today. I am done. So it is what it is, but I can see why guys make bins and just pile it in there. Even without a conveyor or a table, this was infinitely faster at getting the wood split. You know, it is nice having it rose. My wood is drying out real nice this year. I've been super happy with how quick things have been drying up. But I think it's outdoors in the 608 and the wood yard. Those guys are ones. 608's just starting to play around with it, and he's got, I think, like 3 bins. I just started another one, and I see why. It's not having to stack it or mess with it or move it around or whatever, but I can't leave it there. It's right up in the pudding, so it will get stacked, just not today. So thanks for coming along. If you like what you saw, give us that thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And remember, no matter what it is you do or where it is you do it, always do integrity.